What I said earlier is basically something personal, small money scam. The second case is what we call a sky stealing trap, a high impact back business scam. So let's take a look at this story first. Is this a true story? In 2023, well, A and B are two enterprises. Then they are foreign trade partners. A's domain name starts with Cook. Someday, B company received message from the beginning of the domain Cook. Then our careful users have already found that at this time, this domain name actually has an extra O. What is this email for? It's a business imitating a business's email. Require enterprise B to follow the previous business model. According to the nearby invoice, transfer money to the designated bank to pay for recent foreign trade. What about company B? Because of its cooperation model with A, it's always been that way, just regularly. A business gives him an electronic invoice. Then enterprise B makes payment according to the information of the electronic invoice. It's an everyday business model. So, the employees of company B did not find any abnormalities. Then he replied to a company, said I would pay ASAP. Well, this is actually, since IT enterprises are doing cross-border trade, the amounts involved are very large. That looks like it's about to cause a cross-border, a very large amount of money lost. At the critical moment, our core mail CAC is also seen in the full big data center. Found the SPC fraud in time. Then, it also cautioned the users of enterprise B. Successfully stopped. B enterprise users complete the transfer. Avoided a huge loss in capital. What about the core characteristics of back fraud? We summarized it into 4 points. The first point, it usually changes to the account or electronic invoices to carry out fraud. Second, it usually aims at foreign trade enterprises, because many foreign trade enterprises, there is a time difference between him and that foreign country. So receive some invoices like this. He can confirm in time over the phone. And many foreign trade enterprises, it's all electronic invoices like this, as a certificate for the transfer and the correct information. Such a way of exchanging information. So, bank likes to target foreign trade enterprises very much. The third is to use, usually using the stolen account, or to counterfeit mail. That counterfeit letter, supplier, will register a very similar domain name, and then, using some historical, incoming and outgoing emails, or a historical partnership, to carry out this scam. The fourth characteristic, it's the back scam once it's successful. Often huge losses in capital, because these enterprises are generally doing foreign trade. Then it is usually paid regularly like this. The loss of such a payment, it is often unaffordable for both enterprises and individuals. That's for the very harmful DC scam. What protection methods do we have? We mainly summarize it into 4 points. The first is core mail's email endpoints. For emails from strangers, there will be an unfamiliar logo. That said, possible attacker. I visited a very similar domain name, but paying attention to the stranger logo, it turns out it's not actually our partner. The second suggestion is, when a trading partner claims to have changed their account number, we'd better use other channels to confirm, although there are often time differences in the field of foreign trade. But in front of such a large bill, we'd better be more cautious. Change to another channel, confirm again with partners. The third suggestion is for the back scene. Our security administrator and email administrator can be strengthened. Safety education for financial and cashier personnel, especially when combined with some typical case of BC fraud, raise the safety awareness of relevant personnel after reading the previous few typical cases. So let's go back. Summarize the trend in UC security risks to 2023. We summarize here 6 major trends. First, the first trend is that AI is beginning to be applied email depth forgery and cross-border attacks. Then with the large language model represented by GPT, that is, the maturity of LLM's ability, make it easier for attackers to write phishing emails, especially in the context of a multinational attack. Possible attackers before, due to the language barrier, there are often some grammatical errors, cause the car to overturn when phishing. Now with the proliferation of large language models, the attacker can build much more easily. Search cross-border phishing emails. Then this is a new challenge for us. The second trend, it is a brute force attack of dynamic IP proxies, has become the mainstream means of hacking. As mentioned earlier, the attackers utilize a large number of IP pool resources, continuously changing login IP, in order to achieve a long-term sustainable violence crack. Now, the black IP pool is already very huge. So this process has become very mature and common, and some black IP pool is characteristic of regional agglomeration. For example, the largest IP pool among them, actually, it is in our area of Jiangsu province. Here, I also appeal to the relevant units, able to give a blow to infrastructure of the black industry IP pool. The third trend, the danger of phishing in the region is becoming increasingly prominent. After the account was stolen, the attackers gain access to the organization's address book, to other mailboxes within the organization, send phishing or virus emails. This is very harmful in 2023, especially when combined with subsidy scams and back scams. Caused huge losses in capital. The fourth trend, its attack QR code fraud, has become a popular tactic in the middle of the QR code. In fact, you can add a logo. In 2023, lots of email fraud. In such a means, we can all see the attackers took the logo in the middle of the QR code, changed to certain units, or the logo of some organization to enhance its credibility. The fourth trend is that encryption compression has become the preferred kill-free tactic. That's actually quite understandable. It's easy to encrypt and compress, but it can effectively avoid static detection and break boxes. That is indeed a very effective, a kill-free solution. But our email security gateway is also in this direction, having a confrontation with him. The last trend is that phishing sites are commonly used to protect nets. In 2023, we can see in the protective net, basically the red team, they all use phishing emails. That's because his attack cost is low and it's easy to get caught. It is a very effective attack method. A large number of applications for attacking teams. That's actually, phishing emails are not only used for network protection, but also in the app attack. There are some app organizations, like a White Elephant, Manling Flowers, and so on. They are also very enthusiastic about using phishing emails as their early attack techniques.